Hi guys, we will talk about the two different storage format. In this case, which is CSV, and then the other one, which is the a native format for the deep put function. Okay, so let me show you the two in this main function. Uh, so I will call this one actually. In order to compare line for line, I just write them all in uh, text or in txt. So they are actually text anyways, but then I want to show you that they are line for line, and then I will show you the difference between those two. So uh, define here. So the target file here, I will choose the target file in the data folder, which is this folder. And then when you run the workflow, so if I save this one and I run the workflow in here, you will see the result from the tool, and then we can open the. Okay, there you go. Actually, it's just print nothing, but then you can see here if you refresh the folder, you can see this tabular format, and here go. And then the second one with the native format. Okay, so to be honest, if you look into the native format like this, it's very difficult to read. It just show you the structure or the data frame with the list and then other factor as well. But then because it's in the native format in the R script format, so it's very difficult to read compared to this. This one is nice tabular format or the table in Excel or the CSV format, so it will be easier for you to read. Okay, so there's two different things here to compare. Now, why do I want to introduce this format? Why it's very difficult like this, and then why bother to learn the difficult thing? Why we have the like nice and then easy to read format already? So the reason is because this write CSV function or this CSV format is just to store tables. That's it, no more. A table when you have a table and then you can store, but then there's a little bit problem with the tables when you have the structure inside the table. For example, like if you have uh, sorting. So you can in here you can see there's a sorting order in here as well, and then some extra information. But then if you store in the CSV format, you don't have any other information. So if you want to define that Indonesia is the first, and then Malaysia, and then Thailand, and then Singapore, and then you cannot define it in this structure. And then also the same thing with FY22, then the 23 and 24. Eventually, you have to define it after you load the table, and then you have to define. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is this is a nested structure, so you can nest the many things inside. So for example, if you want to combine the you can combine the three tables in here. So table one, table two, and table three in this structure as well. Or you can combine a table with a column. So for example, if like for the whole table, if you in here in the CSV format, if you want to tag the file name in here. So for example, like um, and this is the revenue by market, and then fiscal year, and then you need to replicate all the values for all the rows, or you have to leave it blank for the first row and then leave it blank for the rest. But then in here you can just add one more column or one more variable, and then you can have it already. So that's the difference. And then more importantly, you can actually store the procedure as well. So for example, if I want to, I can just write a procedure or the function in here. So instead of using this GDF function, I will show you how to um, write two tables at the same time. Okay, so and then write the function as well. So in order to do this, I will uh, make a new GDS here, and then I will make something like this GDS, which is the uh, a list of table 1 equal to this, and then table 2 equal to make table 2, and then I will if I want to add one more function and I don't want to add in here, I can just write this function f1 equal to function for example x plus okay xy x plus y, okay, and then f2, and then maybe I will just make a random function and then to show you later. Okay, so after this you can have this data structure is actually a list, not a table, a list of four things. The first thing is table tab 1, which is the table, and then tab 2, this one, and then the function in here. If you want to print all the component of the list, you just use the word use of function print with the names of the list, and it will print you all the names of the components of the function. Okay, there you go. So you have type 1, type 2. Okay, so now going back to the native format here. Okay, so you see that actually you have tab 1 equal to this structure until, oh my god, this is very difficult for me to read as well, but you can see from all the way from here to here, and then you have the first table, and then again to for all the way from here to here, you have the second table, and then you have the function f1 in here, and then function f2 in here. So the reason for storing function. This is in some SQL database they just call it store procedures, by the way. So the reason for storing the function next to the data is that because later if you want to compute the values or you want to derive some values, but you don't want to like store all the values inside the database, then you can just use the function. Okay, so for example, if in here the function in here, if you want to plus those two numbers inside the database, then you can do it as well. So that's why this um, format, which is using dput in this format, and then it is important to know, and then later if you want to store beyond tabular structure, you need to think about dput. The next thing is you can UD-get with the file name in order to get back the value. So if in this case, if I want to get the TDF in here, and then it will show me mm, the new variable. It will give me the new variables in TDF, and then these two is supposed to be the same. So GDF and TDF will be the same. So let me print the names of the TDF, and then we can compare line for line with this one. Okay, so let us run this one and then compare line for line the two. Okay, so you can see here that they are the same actually. There are four components for TDF and also four components for the GDF as well. So that's all for this video. It's just for comparing the two formats, and you have to you need to choose the second format, which is from the dput function when you have to store beyond tabular structures.